other than Puck Up.
We are.
All right, what's most important to you? What means the world to you? Hey.
Okay, well, Diddy is staying in the headlines just because everybody just keeps talking about it. It's the most recent thing is Dr. Umar is saying that the entire Diddy case is a distraction for the 2024 election and that there was no difference between his freak-offs and what went on at Hugh Hefner's Playboy Mansion. I actually sent you a clip.
Oh, you don't want to just play the clip?
I can't. With the little mechanism thing here that you plug in your phone, I can't do it with mine.
No.
Yes.
The new phones are out.
You know what?
It's been 2 years.
Here's the sitch, okay? This is a 13. I am not one of those people that goes and gets every single model. I wait a couple of years, so I went from the 8 to the 13. And now I'm going to go from the 13 to the 16 because I heard the 15 was trash, so.
I got the new one.
Did you?
Yep.
Okay.
Saturday morning at the mall, carrying my way right by that line. They had a long line out there still, like this was back in the day. That shit was wrapped all the way past fucking, what's that ice cream shop here? Baskin Robbins, whatever that shit is. Past the little cubicle. Past Lululemon, wrapped around. To Data Fool. Genius bar appointment. You can't beat it.
Is that how you do it? That's how you sneak in?
No. What is Genius? I'm telling you what to do. Listen to me. Genius, and I ordered the phone. But so what? Genius bar appointment for Monday. Not even that day. Monday, 1:15. I walk in. Hey, I got an appointment for Monday. But this is what's going on. Make up some shit. Oh, my phone is... Oh, it's really aggravating.
Yeah, I can't function.
And then they take the phone and try to fix it, and then you say,
"Never mind, just get the."
Do you guys just have a new phone?
I guess we'll just get the new phone. Like
I might as well. This is so much of a hassle. I might as well just get the new one, right?
I like that approach.
And then they pull up the new ones, and I'm in the game.
If you don't know what the Genius Bar is,
it's Apple's customer service.
What they call that for Android?
Anyway, let me find
I mean, Androids don't break. So.
Now we're gonna start this Dr. Umar black man shit. Come on.
I mean, let's see what he's saying.
Let's see. I want to hear what Dr. Umar says.
Wow, shit. I fuck with Dr. Umar.
They won't even give me a permit for the parties, man. They don't want me to throw the parties.
That's not the clip.
We ain't gonna stop.
That was another clip where Diddy predicted his arrest like many years ago. So there we go.
Why they did it at this time? I'm talking about the timing, not just the agenda. The timing. You know why they gave black people Puff Daddy during election season? You know why they gave black people Puff Daddy during election season? The reason they gave you Puff Daddy during election season, the reason they decided to serve up Sean Puffy Combs
You gotta be shitting me.
a few weeks before the election is they want to distract you from the laws that they are passing.
No. I will not keep going. If y'all would like to talk about something from here, say it. This broadcast is too big to start with Dr. Umar's opinion on the election and Puff.
Okay, so there's a couple of more slides.
No, you can just talk. I don't want to just talk me through it.
No, I wanted to get to the. To me, the more interesting part of that is when he starts comparing him to Hugh Hefner and the freak-offs versus what allegedly went on at the Playboy Mansion. I think that's the more interesting part because, I mean, like, who's they and talking about the election? No, this is when chickens come home to roost. That's what's happening right now.
Yeah, see, the election part lost me, but the comparison to Playboy Mansion,
I think
I'm on board.
I think that's way more compelling because I think that there's some people who think, there's no difference whatsoever, and there's people that think there is a marked difference between the two. You know, and after conversation, I feel like some of us are on one side and others are on the other side.
There's no difference.
It's a difference.
There's no difference in probably the things that happen, and the difference is, me personally, I think Puff stopped playing the game. And they said, okay, we're going to call you out on your bullshit. And you have...
Which game?
The industry game.
That's possible. However,
where do you stop playing the industry game?
I'm going to sound like the conspiracy theorist guy now, but when he had the issue with the liquor company, and you start going down that path, all right, we're going to stop letting you play.
Whole super.
Yeah, that's just what I was about to say.
Y'all might as well get y'all foil hats.
No, I'm just saying.
I see what's going on.
I'm just saying.
On this, I heard pre-production. I hear what's going on. Let's get the tinfoil out.
My thing is the difference is when you insert the violence, then the whole dynamic changes. You understand what I'm saying?
That's good.
And hold on,
You have to smack the shit out of a bunch of bitches.
hold on. We don't know that to be true.
Yes, we do.
Nor do we
It's
have.
in his doc.
We've heard.
Nor do we have Hugh Hefner on tape slamming a girl in the hotel, kicking her while she's down. So when you bring in the violent stuff, now it just.
I think violence is violence whether you see it or not.
I agree with
That's
that.
true.
Yeah,
But when
it is.
Cassie,
We don't know.
when Cassie had her lawsuit come out, people were just like, "Oh, it's a money grab." Until they saw the video and they were like, "Oh shit, she
Y'all
was
get
telling
your
the
shit
truth."
off. I'm just saying, violence beget.
It's true, but
violence.
usually
Let me ask
when
y'all
it's
a
violence against women, you need actual visual proof to believe that she's telling the truth. So it may.
He's not tried for the violence. That's true. No, but what happened? But hold on, he's not tried for the violence. The sex trafficking. We read definitions. Once you start talking interstate and all of these things, so Puff was doing this here. There are people coming to the Playboy Mansion, their own merit or whatever. So I do see a difference in what Puff. Now, whatever took place there, yeah, maybe the same things took place at both parties. But for the definitions, I'm just sticking to what words mean. When we started talking about what sex trafficking is, you have to now bring somebody across state lines and these things of that nature. It don't show that that Hef was doing that at the Playboy Mansion.
And also, when you think about the Playboy Mansion, you think
I'm
about,
not defending either one.
but you think about the context of Playboy and the Playboy Mansion. It's kind of like there's an assumption of what's happening when you go there.
Same thing to be said about Puff parties.
Not necessarily. It's like the whole empire is built on nudity and sexuality. Puff is not. That's not his empire. That's not what it was built on. That's what the quote unquote criminal enterprise is built on, but not that. So I've been to both places. I've been to both parties. Playboy Mansion party was lit. Oh my
Talk
god!
to these niggas right
The
quick.
Playboy
Insider
Mansion
info.
parties were
y'all mute up.
lit.
Yeah, word.
They were a lot of fun. I never saw anything debaucherous. It was a lot of people. Everybody was clothed. There wasn't even bunnies. So
I've been to both too, by the way. She ain't just gonna stunt on the room. I've been to both too, by the way.
then you have to give your experiences. So
Did both of
Illuminati
y'all,
couch over there.
did both of y'all stay until the end?
Wayne.
Did both of y'all go ahead and like?
I went into the grotto.
With,
No, I was clothed. I
He
walked.
does not have a microphone.
So sorry. I'm sorry. I did go into the grotto, but you can walk around the grotto and you don't necessarily have to get in the water. And I didn't bring a bathing suit with me, and I just wasn't gonna do that. Like I was there for the party.
I don't like you doing that.
They hating.
But
I don't like you doing. No, I don't like you doing that. I don't like you being able
Y'all
to say
haven't
that.
been there.
No. Shut up, nigga. I don't like being able to say, well, the experience was because you said it was dope.
Yes,
You
I
said
had
dope, right?
I had a very
But
good
there's been
experience.
people
both
who went to a puff party and said that was dope.
Bro, there's been
Say,
people that's been
and I've been to a puff party,
what's
puff
the-
parties, and
Bro, there's
You made
been
it
people
different.
that's been around rapists, etc., and be like, yo, I ain't never seen him act like that.
That's a
that
fact.
sounds like defending that. Or by
No
saying I've been at
defense.
that party, but
No,
I ain't never
we
seen
have
differentiation
past
between the
stories.
two.
We have
You made the
past stories of
differentiation
people
between the
speaking about the events that happened at the Playboy Mansion.
Yes.
We have that.
Yeah.
It might not be prevalent today. It might not be popular today, but there have been past stories of people talking about things that had happened to them
Indeed.
at the Playboy
Yes.
Mansion. It
Yes.
just got buried under because the person who was at the realm of it, he played the game.
He had enough connections,
and
to
he didn't
keep that
bother
shit
nobody.
powerful.
He did what he did to stay in part to get away with a lot of that shit.
I don't see the difference.
I don't see
between
the
two.
difference.
I think that when you bring in again the violence and all, I think even in Puff's freak offs, nobody would have said shit if the violence and all those other things were not starting to become more and more publicized. I don't think nobody give a fuck about niggas just having sex in a different type of manner than typical sex.
so you don't think that Cassie filing her lawsuit allowed other victims to feel like they now had the platform in order to
Yes,
file their own
yes,
suits
that's
and that sort of
exactly-
thing.
but
But that's what always happens. They
But
have
that's
they
not-
have to wait for the floodgates to open. That's what happened with Harvey Weinstein. You always wait for that one person who says, screw it.
The whistleblower.
The whistleblower, exactly.
Correct.
And then the floodgates are open and then everybody starts coming out of the woodwork and it shows a pattern.
And then plus the video evidence now leads credence to
Exactly,
all.
Yes.
all of
The
claims.
violence piece is the piece that makes people start saying, yo, really fuck this nigga. After they saw him throw the girl on the ground, kick her, and do all of those things that they did, now it opens up the gates for him to start being persecuted.
Now all this shit is true in the
Yes,
public
exactly.
opinion's eyes.
Because again, we like you brought up last part about the half haircut she had. There were stories about how that happened, but we didn't see anything that said, oh shit, that validated that. Not saying we didn't believe it, but there was nothing that said, that stamped it like, oh shit, he really was abusing her. That hotel video changed that, plus her actual filing that lawsuit changed everything. Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is that if there is really no difference between the two, a lot of the documentaries now about the Playboy Mansion, about Hugh Hefner, indicate that he was in fact violent and that a lot of sexual assaults did happen, and none of these women felt like, specifically, especially at that time, that they felt like they could actually say what happened or go to authorities or tell anybody because of the time. It just kind of leads back to what I'd said last pod, where, you know, as time has gone on, we have a different, you know, vocabulary and understanding of, you know, consent and what sexual assault actually is and stuff like that. And also, you know, both Hugh Hefner and Puff were extremely powerful at one point, and it would have been like screaming into the void if you'd actually tried to say something, or blackballed or worse.
And the other part is, which is a more now thing, today thing, people are actually believing victims. They're actually listening to victims.
Exactly.
See, before it was, you said something about him, shut up.
Right.
Yeah, because Cassie ain't the first person to speak out.
Exactly.
And there's been plenty of people who've been close to Puff in the past who have been on years on YouTube just
All
talking, just giving it up and saying what they're saying. It's just a matter, it was no highlight on it because
I believe them.
no one, not
Nobody
just
cared.
No one cared.
Nobody cared about the victim when the person that they're speaking about is a powerful person or a liked person or a loved person, I should say. Nobody cares.
So what changes that now? Because it started to change before the video came out.
I think the video was monumental. I think the video coming out was monumental. I think it erased all doubt, any area for doubt. And I think that was it. I think that was the turning point. What we can get out of here. What Puff, what changed was the person filing that lawsuit. The fact that it was Cassie, who was there for all that time. She was believable right out the gate. Usually when it comes to victims, people victim blame. Or, what'd you do? And there were people that tried to blame her, but a lot of people believed her out the gate. That worked in her favor, and that worked in favor of everybody starting to look at him a little differently. Then the video was icing on the cake.
True. Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
The little memoir starting to lend a little credence to it too, because it's someone else that's so connected to him that we want to take credence to anything that's being said, even though it's unauthorized. We don't know if this actual memoir is real, but the Kim Porter.
Yo, this is such a juicy story that niggas is just gonna keep finding new additives and plot twists and new. Get the tinfoil. This is more propaganda. We do not. This is rest in peace, Kim Porter. We do not know if these are her words. We don't know if this is her book. One side says, hey, there was a secret vault and they got it. The other side says that some white man just wrote some shit and is selling it and now it's number one. I don't know. And again, I want to be responsible with the broadcast. So if we don't know, we should say that.
We don't know. I said that
We
last
don't.
time.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Shit.
We don't know.
There's a lot.
And while I agree with everything that y'all said earlier about Puff and who he is and what he has done and Cassie and the video and yada, 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 I do feel like there is a lot more at play. Like all week, I've just been thinking about,
I agree.
you know, like Mel said, I've been to both. I've been to here, I've been there. And all week, I just been thinking about just who been there.
Everybody.
Everybody been there.
Everybody.
Everybody, I mean,
Everybody.
And you know what? This is going to sound crazy.
Like, I think we might, in the black community, I don't even think we know who the fuck Puff really is,
That's true.
yo.
Yeah, that's true.
Honestly. Like, we caught up on